Countless stories exist of lottery winners who achieve extraordinary wealth, only to see it slip away within a few short years. How is it possible for someone to transition from millionaire to bankrupt? The answer surprisingly hinges not on intelligence but rather on the psychological factors at play. Consider the gripping tale of William "Bud" Post. He struck gold, winning more than $16 million in the Pennsylvania lottery. While many anticipated a fairy tale ending, his life spiraled into a cautionary tale. Within just a few months, he squandered vast sums of money, faced failed business ventures, and saw his relationships crumble. Post became ensnared in a web of debt and even faced a lawsuit from an ex-girlfriend over a share of his winnings. In a shocking twist, his brother was implicated in a murder-for-hire plot concerning the inheritance. Years later, he lamented that his jackpot was akin to the lottery of death, and when he died, he reportedly owed over $1 million. Post's experience isn't an isolated incident. Across the globe, numerous lottery winners encounter similar fates, dealing with bankruptcy, fractured relationships, substance abuse, lawsuits, and financial devastation. But what triggers these drastic life changes? One fundamental miscalculation that many make is the belief that money can fundamentally change who they are. In reality, money often brings to light the traits that already exist within us. For example, think about giving someone without flying experience control of a massive passenger jet. The jet itself isn't inherently dangerous, but without the expertise to navigate it, the consequences can be catastrophic. Sudden wealth operates in a similar manner. Most individuals spend years gradually acclimating to the responsibility and decision-making that comes with increasing income. Lottery winners, however, miss out on this essential journey. One moment, they're focusing on managing household expenses, and the next, they're confronted with decisions involving millions of dollars. Our brains are not equipped to adapt to such vast changes overnight. Another psychological pitfall is the concept of lifestyle inflation. As our income rises, our expectations can often follow suit. A smaller home no longer feels spacious, while a dependable vehicle begins to feel ordinary. Vacations take on a more lavish character, and generosity becomes increasingly hard to resist. Gradually, what was once a luxury transforms into a new normal. Once we accept this new lifestyle as standard, it becomes exceptionally challenging to revert to simpler times. Then, there's a pressure that many don't foresee. Envision a scenario where everyone around you believes your newfound wealth can provide solutions to their problems. Family members seek loans, friends pitch business ideas, charities request donations, and strangers send heartfelt letters. While each request might seem reasonable in isolation, combined, they can feel suffocating. This overwhelming pressure is often referred to as decision fatigue. The more weighty decisions a person faces, the more their judgment can falter. Lottery winners find themselves inundated with emotional choices they've never had to juggle before. Research demonstrates that, once basic needs are satisfied, enduring happiness is less about our financial means and more about our relationships, sense of purpose, and the control we exert over our lives. While money can alleviate stressors, it does not inherently create meaning or fulfillment. As a result, some lottery winners eventually describe feelings of isolation that they never experienced prior to their wealth. The money alters their surroundings dramatically but fails to change who they are at their core. This leads us to ponder, does winning the lottery genuinely address all our issues? Or does it merely substitute today's challenges with an entirely different set of obstacles? This reflection may be the core lesson we need to understand. We dream and fantasize about what we would do if suddenly bestowed with wealth, but often overlook whether we're emotionally equipped for such a transition. Ultimately, winning a jackpot is not merely a gamble of chance. It's a profound test of one's character, habits, and decision-making capabilities in extraordinary situations. These are aspects of life that no lottery ticket can ever procure. If you found this exploration of the psychological intricacies of decision-making as fascinating as we have, consider subscribing to join us for our next episode. Because the most compelling mysteries don't lie out there in the world. Rather, they reside within our very own minds.